Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony show. And Carla Marie just sat down with like seconds to spare.
I'm shopping around for shot glasses.
Well, I've got a special surprise here. Caroline is hanging out.
Oh, Liney, I can't see her. Oh, she can't hear me.
She's been sitting on my lap. Hold on, let me grab her.
Liney, I miss you.
Now, she's probably not very happy that I moved her, but
Hi, Liney.
she's been hanging out here. So
Put
good
the
morning.
headphones on her ears.
No, I'm not going to put the headphones on her ears.
Do it.
No, it's going to hurt her. The pressure is too much for her little tiny head.
I miss her.
Let's see. Becky said move. Oh, I have to move over a little bit. Sorry, Caroline.
Also,
there we go.
Wait till I fill everyone in on the chaotic energy happening in this house this morning.
The chaotic energy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good or bad?
It's annoying, and it's I have complaints about the world.
Okay, that's nothing new. We are in hype train level 5. So I know Carla Marie has a shot. I'm going to have to run downstairs and grab a shot and also let Caroline out of this room, but she is a prisoner until we get to level 5 of the hype train because I'm not getting up twice.
We have this amazing mixed drink situation and recipe shooters from Seattle Cocktail Club that we're supposed to do this week, and it involves layering. And if you watched the little how-to that we did with Seattle Cocktail Club, we learned how to layer a shot. Unfortunately, my parents don't have a bar spoon, and Anthony can't really do that there right now because you can't see it the way the camera's set up.
Yeah.
So we have paused that shot for the day, and I am going to take a shot of some limoncello.
Oh, I did not like that limoncello when I was we were
it's
broadcast.
A new one.
Oh, it is. I'm sure it tastes similar though. Doesn't your dad have an Italian friend who like makes the limoncello in his basement or something?
Yeah, it's probably not good to do that.
To do what?
To drink that, whatever he gave us that day.
Whatever. It's probably fine. Let's see. We are 20% of the way through Hype Train Level 5. And I will say, it's not on the list. I'll pull up the list for a second here to show what we are going to be talking about. And since this isn't on the list, I'm just going to do it right now. If you remember, I guess it was 2 weeks ago at this point, I mentioned a person at the gym who, every time I have seen her, has been yelling at someone on the phone. And I wanted to be sensitive to the fact that maybe she had like Tourette's or something like that, right?
Yes.
So I went to the gym around the same time on Saturday. I got there around 1:30. And lo and behold, she walks in. She walks right in front of me. I was like, oh, that's the yelling girl. And I noticed she did not have her AirPods in when she walked by me. And I was like, this is going to be the key. If she just starts yelling at some imaginary person, then it's not, then this is a problem that she has.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first 30 minutes, total silence. It was great. And I kept checking back, she's not yelling at anyone. This is cool. So then I'd say around 40 minutes into her being there, puts the headphones in, and all of a sudden starts yelling again. It was so weird. And she's doing squats and things as she's yelling at people or someone.
I don't think she's talking to anybody. I don't.
But
I also think you're on a game show. I think you might get money if you confront her.
Maybe. Let's see. Cindy, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. I know we hit a lot of those cheers and gifted subs and subs before we actually got live or went live. So thank you very much to everyone who supported this morning and got us through Hype Train Level 5.
I think you need to go up to her and just one day and be like, are you okay?
I thought about it. I'm not going to lie. But
that may open the floodgates for the rest of your time at LA Fitness. This is what we're going to do. Don't cancel. I know I told you to pause my membership. Did you pause it?
No, I did not pause it yet.
Okay. Next time she's there, I'm going to get to the gym immediately to LA Fitness in Ballard, and I'll go up to her since it doesn't matter to me, since I'm not really going to be there.
I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to get there and you're going to be intimidated.
Is she bigger than me?
No, I think you're kind of close to the same size.
How much she lifting?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
Enough.
take note first. Because I got some guns these days.
Oh, yeah?
I'm packing a lot of power in these thighs these days. So I'll kick her.
All right. So we did get through Hype Train Level 5. which means I don't have to go back to the money shot, but I like saying it, so I'm going to go back to the money shot for a second. I also was made aware on Thursday, and I still have not changed it, that the very, very bottom of the screen, it's very small, says fit/finance Feb sub goal. And so I guess I put that little thing in there.
February was a whole long time ago. Liney, get your butt off the table.
All right, let me move her and go get my...
Liney!
Let me...
I miss you too. She sees her mom.
Let me move her and go get my my drinks for this hype train celebration. Okay.
There's so many things to talk about, and I don't want to talk about them with you not here. Why would you get off the chair that way? Liney, I miss you. You're so scruffy. Oh, how pretty is my girl? She's so pretty. Okay. You know, I saw a commercial on TV here for a thing called Orphan Kitten Club, and the spokesperson were Kitten X Lady, I believe it was her, and Kat Dennings, who Max is named after, technically, from Two Broke Girls. And I was like, what? I need to be a part of this. And they were like the spokespeople for it. And it's this organization that rescues or raises money for rescues. And I have it saved in my phone. I'm going to try to reach out to them. So I'm going to do that. Who just said, yeah, they just started that ad this week. I noticed it for the first time. Yeah, the video is reversed. Like, I'm backwards. Like, in real, I don't know. So this is my left in real life. But on there, it's probably showing it on my right. We're going to talk about the Elvis Duran show this morning in a second when Anthony's back, because I don't think he got to listen to it yet. I think Sam actually sent me the clip. You've never heard me call Caroline her nickname? So funny. Okay, so when I got Caroline and Max, I was like, oh my God, I'm not calling her Carol, which I should. I'm not calling her Carol. I'm not calling her Car. What do I do? And my really close friends from freshman year at University of Rhode Island, one of them was Caroline. And I asked the other two, and I was like, what do you call Caroline? And they were like, we call her Caro for short. And I'm like, ain't going to happen. I need something different. I was like, I want to call her Line. They were like, that's weird. So I started calling her Line for short. And then I started calling her Liney and then Liney Girl. I do have one of those videos made from like Reels where it's like, that's not my name. And they call me whatever. And she's the first one because she has the most nicknames. And I'm going to put it together for her. This is the bedroom I grew up in. Well, my sister and I shared a bedroom. Then I moved into this one. This was my older sister's bedroom, then the computer room, and then my room. And when I first moved in, I painted it like a sky blue and a yellow. Thought that was great. I picked out the colors by using word art and putting them two squares together, and I was like, this is it. So I had that for a bit. Same furniture though. And then once I started working for Elvis' show, we repainted it, my mom and I, and the color on the wall is actually called a bagel. And we kept the ceiling white. And then I remember the first night I was laying in the bed, I was like, it looks like a bagel with cream cheese. I was so mad. So yeah. So that's the quick rundown. And now this is my mom's getting ready room. Anthony, no one had heard me call her Liney before. And they're like, wait, what is that nickname?
I hear that all day.
Yeah.
Literally all day.
But Anthony now calls her Line and Liney.
I don't think so.
You do. I heard you do it. And I was like, oh, I feel like I need to check in on my mom.
Why?
This is on the list. This is parenting your parents.
Okay.
Can we send it to the list, please?
Yes, we can put the list back on. There we go.
So, let me give you the quick rundown. I switched to T-Mobile last month, left the family plan, last person to leave the family plan, but my parents and I just shared the phone bill for the last, they paid it till I was 26. So for the last lot of years, I've been on their family plan.
Oh, you've been paying for 20 years now on your own?
Shut up, Dick. 10, no, not even 8 years. So I leave the family plan. I'm like, all right, so then we have to switch it to my mom's social security number so they can get the 55 and older plan on Verizon. So I called today to switch them. And they're like, well, that's not actually how it works, because in order to switch them, you're actually creating a new account. So they'll show up as new members, and that's only for our loyalty plan. And I'm like, but we've had this phone line since 2003. And they're like, well, what'll happen is the system sometime over the next few months will notice that the numbers have actually been here before, and it will kick in, and then they'll be offered that plan. I was like, so they just have to pay $190 a month at 77 years old for their phone bill? I'm like, yeah, unfortunately. I'm like, that's really frustrating, because I can take them to T-Mobile and we can do it today. And he's like,
and they can do like $40 plans or something.
Yeah. He goes, well, that is an option for you. And I'm like, okay, let's just switch them over for now, and we'll figure it out. So we're in the process. They have to run my mom's credit report. She's got to answer all these questions. We're switching over, and the call dropped. Like, it wasn't on our end, because it went beep, 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 and dropped.
Okay.
So now we finally get back to them. Thank God my dad's not home anymore, because he would have been screaming his head off. We finally get back to this new guy, Manny, and he's like not fully understanding what we're doing. And now he's like, well, we have to run this process all over again. I'm like, you're not running her credit report again. We're past that. We were literally choosing the plan. So, and finally, the plan we found that they're going to do like 10 gigs a month. It's only $90 total. So they'll be okay. Mm-hmm. It's going to be great. They can get a Verizon Fios discount, which is awesome, whatever. But they're sitting there, and once my dad hears that they're going to be a new person, like a new plan after being with Verizon since 2003, he's like, no, I've been a Verizon member since this guy, he was still in high school. And I'm like, Dad, shush.
He probably wasn't even born yet.
I'm talking to Verizon on Twitter, and they're telling me, no, that's correct, because I wanted to make sure. And he is just like on, and then he's answering the phone, talking to whoever. I'm on speakerphone with Verizon. He's like, yeah, so Pizza Roastica is I'm like, on the fucking phone. And he's like, oh, I didn't know you could hear me. And I'm like, sir, we're in this. I said, you need to leave this house. So he went to go hang up my sister's blinds.
Oh, nice. So what plan are they going to be on?
10 gigs a month. We're going to monitor, because they probably only need 5, but it's only like $10 more. So we're going to put them at 10 so they don't go over. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, what happens when I'm on the boat? Am I going to go over? And I'm like, shut up.
Why would he go over on the boat? Is there a boat
because
fee?
He's not on Wi-Fi anymore, right? So I had to explain to them how you don't use gigs. So here's the other thing.
Well, does your dad use like Facebook on his phone or anything?
Excuse me. If I looked at that man's screen time, I think I would vomit. I'm going to, actually.
So they might go over 10 gigs.
He scrolls, and then he's like, did you see this? Look at this duck. Did you see this, kid? Did you see this joke? Yeah, see, when I was your age, we drank water out of the sink, the hose. I was like, I also drank water out of the hose. And he's like, look at this joke. Do you get it? And then there's like those math ones, and it's like, which we did on the show. It's like in the parentheses, PEMDAS, that whole thing. Yeah. And he's like, I don't get it, though. And I'm like, I know you don't, but I don't know what to tell you. I'm not teaching you algebra.
My dad sometimes, when we're all like sitting in my parents' living room, he'll be on his phone and he'll just start laughing. Yeah. And that's when he has not participated in anything we've talked about recently. He just starts laughing at his phone.
No.
Which, listen, I'm also guilty of that.
Oh, everyone's dad does the same thing.
Yeah. There was someone.
Wait, big shout out to Lee, who is running the Boston Marathon today.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah,
good luck.
That thought of running so many miles.
Oh, yeah, it's Boston Day, right? Don't they do the marathon, and then the Red Sox play like a day game, and then there's something else that happens on Boston Day. Someone correct me. I know I'm somehow incorrect here, but why are you looking at me like that, Carla Marie?
No, I was reading the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then my mom sits there on her iPad, and then the other day, she hands me her iPad.
Patriots Day. Sorry.
That's stupid day, because I don't like Boston. That's besides the point. So she hands me her iPad and says, I don't know what to do with this. And it's a Facebook message from someone. I had to then walk her through how people's accounts are getting hacked. Mm-hmm. So maybe let's not click on links, even if it's from our friends. But anyway, it was a challenge to play some games. She's like, I play this game all the time, but now when I click it, it gives me this error. And the error was you need to update Facebook, but it was updated. I said, how about we just pick any other game? She's like, okay. But then she's also got like this coloring
That's like a little
app,
kid.
And she's like coloring.
Is it an app on the iPad or an app on Facebook?
iPad, I think. They have like parenting your parents. I'm telling you, 4-year-olds. Here's your iPad. Just be quiet. Sit down. Here's your juice, your wine.
Here's your grape juice.
And they are just like absurd. just with their act. But also, I will say, like, the whole Verizon thing, like, there's no way they'd be able to do this on their own. Like, even I was so confused and trying to get through to a representative. My dad was cracking up because I'm like, representative, operator,
So,
0.
One of the things that frustrates me a lot, and I do understand that even if you work in a call center, sometimes those prompts do help filter people to the right person and get you to the right department before you actually talk to a real person. But I am convinced that the reason they have those robot prompts first and then they give you the runaround is they don't want to actually help you with anything. They don't want you to return or update or do any of the things you need to do to save yourself a little bit of money. No. Make it as complicated as possible so that you don't do anything.
Yeah.
And you just stay paying locked into whatever contract you're in.
And I'm just making sure she's not texting me or anything. She's still on the phone with them. I hear her talking. It's making me very nervous because this should be done. I'm going to text her. And also, Anthony, I just got the alert that the litter robot drawer is full.
Okay. I'll go. I'm not going to handle that now. Today, my cat responsibilities go down from 6 to 4, and I'm very excited
right?
about that. Yeah.
Are we sure?
Yeah, they only left out food till Sunday, so I'm hoping that means they're back until Monday. So I was the woman who normally cat sits for Carla Marie, her whole family was on vacation up until this morning. So I was on cat duty for 6 cats for 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days.
Yeah. I was going to say I've never been in charge of that many cats because I've watched their cats before, but only when I had 2, but that's a complete lie.
No, there were 6 cats here.
Yeah, I had Ricky, Jake, Erica, and John.
Also, I want to point out, the way that I just counted those days, Ricky was on this tweet yesterday. Our friend Alex, who lives in LA, was commenting on a tweet. Someone said, I don't understand why everyone says Jesus rose, or 3 days later, Jesus rose from the grave for Easter, because it's like a day and a half max. If you die on Friday night and you're up Sunday morning, that's not really 3 days.
Don't they say on the 4th day he rose?
No. So what I said, and this is one of the ways where being an altar boy and a deacon came in handy. Here was my original response back. I said, like most things, we butchered the original text, which is on the 3rd day he rose according to Scripture.
Yeah.
So Sunday is the 3rd day in that series of events.
Correct.
But it is not 3 full days.
Right. It's not 72 hours.
Exactly.
All right. I'm going to start doing things like that. I will meet you on the 3rd day of the week, according to Scripture.
On the 3rd day after making this plan.
Wait, Martha said Jesus technically died on Thursday. Deacon Anthony?
No, that was when the Last Supper was, and then he was taken in, he was taken prisoner on Thursday. I don't believe he was crucified because he was taken prisoner, held in a cell. They put the crown of thorns on him. Then they had to parade him through with a cross, and then they crucified him.
That is such like a gruesome way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, the Romans really, they made it a point when they crucified you, because you got to remember, being crucified at the time was like kind of a normal thing.
Yeah,
it's just what happened to people.
So other people were crucified, but they didn't come back 2 days later.
Yes,
3 days later.
correct.
Okay.
No, I mean,
I don't remember any of this. This is like one of those things when you start talking about it, it's the same way that when I start hearing stories about like Rumpelstiltskin, the stories come back. So it's been that long.
Even the day that he was crucified on Good Friday, he was crucified alongside 2 other prisoners.
So they didn't have the same luck.
No, but, and the story is, it's like a repentant story. There was like the good thief and the bad thief. And the one guy looks over to Jesus and is like, please forgive me for my sins. And Jesus forgives him. The other guy doesn't. And the whole story is like, even at the last second, there was forgiveness.
But Jesus forgave the bad guy too?
No, because that guy didn't ask.
But we have to ask? I thought Jesus loves us no matter what.
No, ask and you shall receive.
Jesus, I really, really need a lot of money.
But yeah, there's a lot going on there. And then it was funny because all these people were posting things like, this is the first time in 30 years or whatever that Easter and Ramadan and Passover are all on the same weekend. And I was like, well, unless you're me and it's not your Easter, then that doesn't count. But it is our Palm Sunday, so we were all, if you were celebrating something in the 3 major religions, You were celebrating
yesterday.
something.
2 questions here. What is Easter Monday? Because my phone keeps telling me it's Easter Monday.
I don't really know. I know there's something that takes place on Easter Monday. I don't really know what it's all about.
And then also, I don't remember what Palm Sunday is other than you get the palm in church. Like, what was...
Palm Sunday is when Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, and people laid out palms
For him, right?
for him,
Right.
palm leaves
So,
for him to like walk on.
when he had the Last Supper, did he know that was his Last Supper, or we, like, called it the Last Supper after?
I'm pretty sure he knew, but it wasn't called the Last Supper until it was confirmed and he was dead.
My mom has the plaque hanging up downstairs.
Of the Last Supper?
Yeah. And it's crooked. My sister pointed it out yesterday. I saw... Oh, is it still on? This is the best way to describe.
Oh,
in
let's see.
today's-
Meg says Easter Monday refers to the day. Oh, it's going too fast. The day after Easter Sunday, in either Eastern or Western Christian tradition. It's a public holiday in some countries, like a Easter hangover day.
Oh, I almost barfed on the treadmill this morning, so it's real.
All right. Yeah, I think
Now
we're
the
good with
CTE is
the
over.
church talk for a little bit.
I would like to understand, not because I want to practice them, but I would like to understand, like, random facts about other religions.
Mhm.
Like, I ask a lot of questions to our cat sitter about Judaism because I'm like, well, what does this mean? I never learned this. Like,
Yeah.
I never had a religion course, and I never had a reason to know any of it. Literally, there's like one Jewish person in my whole school ever.
Mhm.
So it wasn't until, like, I met Sam that I started understanding other things, and I'm like, oh, but what is this? And do you say happy this? Like, I always Google it, and now I know how to spell Hanukkah. I had to stop Googling I always would have to Google how to spell Hanukkah, but now I know there's several ways to spell Hanukkah. I need the basics. Like, Sam and her family, they read Rugrats Passover every year on Passover. And I think that's what I need to do.
Go for it. Let's see.
Lenny, great question. Where does the bunny come into all of this? I think it has to do with the fact that Catholics need to make everything a holiday, and there needs to be money involved in everything.
Well, it was a holiday, first off. The bunny doesn't make it a holiday.
I mean, sorry, make it a Christmas, right? Everything's got to be Christmas. Everything's got to be gifts.
Yeah, I don't know what the bunny was all about. I know that the eggs, there was some sort of like tradition there with like birth and I don't know. The bunny, we never we had Easter egg hunts at my grandmother's house, but you guys go like above and beyond. We actually talk about this a little bit in the morning show podcast. Like, you, as a full-grown adult, got an Easter basket. Okay, that's a shopping bag. That's not even a basket.
I don't want a basket.
Wait, that's
give me
how
a
it was
basket.
given to you?
Yeah.
Carla Marie, if you're going to be an old-ass person getting an Easter basket, get the damn basket. That's just a gift.
We all got these except for Michael. He got a whole little basket tub thing.
You're comparing yourself to a
Do you want to see what's in
kid
my
who's
Easter
a year and
basket?
a half.
Do you want to see what's in my basket?
Sure, yeah, let's see it. Let's see what's in the basket.
Chocolate covered marshmallow eggs
Okay.
in styrofoam. Oh, I got to tweet at TSA to find out. This is a ginormous candle.
Oh, wow.
And you're going to love it. It's sight, scent, and sound, because apparently it makes the sound of a fireplace. I
Oh,
don't
is
know
it
what
like a wood? Is it a wood? Yep.
Yeah, and then my mom's like, read what's in it. You see what's in it? And I was like, sand and driftwood, hemp and ivy. She's like, it has hemp in it. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
And then Ashley opened hers, and I was like, does hers have hemp? She's like, no, yours only has hemp because you're in Seattle. And then I got a lighter to light it. And Anthony's favorite.
Peeps?
New dish towels. My sister was like, I really wish you gave me this before Easter. But anyway, look at this guy. Is a cat. We can use this one all the time.
Do you really need Easter dish towels?
My family is then their holiday dish towels.
There was always, I forgot which friend it was, but one of my friends, when I went to their house around any holiday, there was always bathroom towels,
Yep.
like
Can't use
hand
them, though.
towels. Oh, I used them. Where you're not
Yeah,
supposed
I mean,
to.
I do. Not normally, no.
And it was just wild to me that somewhere in their house they had like a section. They had a storage area that was just designated for holiday hand towels.
I
Like,
know,
what a
she did get-
stupid thing.
Well, we have that too. She did get me a towel that has the one color cat that we don't have, gray. So, time for a new cat.
What are you opening up there?
My eggs.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to fly back with these eggs.
Why not?
I can't believe they still use styrofoam. This is from the Easter Bunny headquarters. Zachary Confections. Where are you, Zachary? You should tell me where you make these so I can yell at you. Oh, my God. What was I going off on yesterday? Oh, we'll get there in a second. Ooh, they do look so good, though. Look at this, everybody.
Those do look very good.
Would you like me to bring you one back?
Angela in Spokane said Froggy complains about Lisa for the same thing all the time, for having holiday towels.
So stupid.
It's just,
Lisa
and
also has the tower.
I feel like my parents may have had some sort of hand towel that was like vaguely Christmas embroidered. Like it may have had those little like mistletoes kind of embroidered on the edge of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was it. I can't. We definitely didn't have any Easter ones. We definitely did not have any Thanksgiving or Halloween hand towels.
I also, for the record, I also got a Cadbury egg in my basket.
Ooh, those are delicious.
It was so good. And I got a Reese's egg, and I was like, sorry, Mom, I will die. And she was like, oh, I forgot. But Vanessa says she loves her hand towels, and she decorates for every month.
Oh, no, there are a lot of people in the chat saying they love
Every
their hand
month.
towels. Every month, what do you do in August? I'm assuming July, you've got like 4th of July hand towels? Just fireworks? I don't know.
She just finished the call. She has to do the rest on the app.
Okay.
I'll help you. Should I make her come take a shot?
Your mom?
We never take our shot.
No, we didn't. We've been yapping. Let's see. Maddie is asking what your allergies are, Carla Marie.
Well, 3 years ago tomorrow, I found out that I was allergic and intolerant. So certain things I'm allergic to, certain things I'm intolerant to, and some are crossovers. But I'll just give you the whole list overall. Peanuts, coffee beans, white potatoes, kidney beans, dairy, gluten. Those are like the main. Good idea, Philippe. You look great hand towels.
See, that I would accept, mainly
Of course
because
you would.
we'd be selling them. But secondly, because I think having that positive message in the bathroom as you're like getting ready in the morning, you're like, oh, I do look great. After you've probably looked at the mirror and judged yourself unfairly for like 5 minutes.
I think we do like a white towel with just a black. You look great, so it matches everybody.
Should it be like an all over print or just on the bottom? So you have to fold it properly.
On the bottom, like the square, like you're wearing now.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Maddie, no coffee, but we have Seattle Gummy Company,
We do.
so I'm fine.
That's actually how that whole partnership started. And that's one of the things that I do like about that partnership is it did start very organically.
How was it?
There's someone creeping, Carla Marie.
Come on in. No, I don't need that. You're taking a shot of limoncello with me.
Where'd you get that from?
I opened it. That's what Aunt Joy gave you yesterday.
I know. Okay. Hi, Aunt.
Hi.
He said hi. Mom, you need a shot after that.
A shot of what?
We're taking a shot of limoncello.
Oh, thanks.
You and I.
Oh, okay, good. Can't wait.
No, I took that down. I don't like it hanging in the background.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What a show. What a show.
So what's the outcome?
Oh, Scotty brings up a good point. You said, oh, don't make it white because it's hard
I
to
gotta
keep
go
hand
back
towels
on
white.
The whole thing here. The app. Do the pay thing and a few things.
That guy. I didn't like that guy.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'll help you." Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, where's yours?
Right
Cheers
here.
to Anthony.
Cheers. Oh, I got to, hold on. I got to go the other way.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
You got to
Okay,
cheers
do
to
okay.
the bartender.
Cheers to who?
The bartender, tap it.
Oh, cheers to the bartender. Blah, blah, blah.
That was the first thing I've had today. I haven't even had water yet.
I had a cookie
Ooh.
and some gum.
That ain't no limoncello. Where'd you buy it? At the dollar store?
I think I was never gonna watch
What
this.
on the meat?
It's a product of Italy.
That's what you guys
Product.
get.
Well, you know why? Read where it's from.
Clifton.
We're from China.
from China.
Boston, Massachusetts is not Italy.
They have a lot. They love Italy and Boston.
Italy,
They
sent
do.
to
There is a
Boston.
little Italy there. And
There's
there
a
is
lot of Italians,
Oh,
and
that's right, there is. We were there.
Yeah.
I would argue that the Italians. I would argue that the Italians in Boston are angrier than New Jersey and New York Italians.
He said the Italians in Boston are angrier than New Jersey and New York Italians.
Yeah.
I'd say they're actually more aggressive, which is surprising.
Well, who, the Jersey ones are?
No, Boston.
Oh, Boston. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're nasty people.
Also,
What is that buzzing sound?
All right, it's
Oh,
probably.
It's because it's in my ear.
What the hell just.
Oh, shit.
It's your microphone.
Whatever they put in your heart. We're good.
It stopped.
Arteries.
Wait, there was something I was going to say to you, but I don't remember.
Is that your dirty?
No. Thanks. My maid wants them.
Oh, did you guys have tacos yet? Everyone's asking.
No, they didn't have tacos yet. My dad told me he wasn't going to try them, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make that happen at some point. Maybe
You got 2 days left.
You want to not having that taco foot?
Oh, okay. I'm glad you brought that up.
Taco foot?
Oh my God, Mom. Okay. So there was a story that happened in 2018, but it's like all over Instagram right now and like the random accounts that I follow. I've been seeing a lot. And I researched and it's real. So in 2018, this man got into a motorcycle accident. What are you laughing at?
I almost fell in the hamper.
If you would have fell in the hamper. She's wasted. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So this man has to get like his bottom half, I'd say like middle of his like calf down, amputated. And he says to the hospital, "Can I keep it?" So what?
Your mom was waving.
So a lot of hospitals have to release a body part to you because some religions make you be buried whole.
Okay.
So they can release your body part ethically. He had a friend who was a chef, and he said to the friend, "Can we eat this?" And whatever state he was in, cannibalism is legal. So the friend chef marinated the foot overnight, and he invited friends over, and they knew it wasn't a trick. They knew they were eating their friend's foot meat in a taco. And they marinated, and I saw the photos, and I was like, wanted to gag, but it looked like regular, like, steak. And they ate it, and they were like, it tasted like, one said it tastes like buffalo meat, I think they said.
Was it just doused in Frank's Red Hot? Is that why?
No, not buffalo sauce, like a
Oh,
buffalo.
like an actual buffalo. So, let me explain something.
And it's real. Google it. Google foot taco.
Now, most of my friends still live in the New York, New Jersey area, right? And we have this bro chat that we're in. It's called Bro Crew. If I found out that, I don't know, my friend Javier lost a finger, and they were all deciding to have, like, Javier finger soup that day, and I was reading the chat, right? And I was like, oh, look at all of my friends eating Javier's finger stew. In that moment, as I read those messages, I would have left that chat, unfriended all of them on every platform, deleted their numbers, and I would no longer be part of that friend group anymore.
Okay.
The fact that there was a group of people eating this man's foot taco is insane.
I would do it, and I'm going to tell you why. Because.
What?
Wouldn't you, like,
No.
You're not curious
No.
at all to know what human flesh and meat. I'm sorry, everybody. There's people saying they're going to skittle in the chat.
No.
Like, just to be, like, that is your one chance to, like, ethically and be like, I ate a human. I mean, why not? Why not? We literally eat every other thing. Animal, cricket, worm, bird, foot. Same thing.
No. The answer is no.
Oh, but you can eat a cow tongue?
I don't eat cow tongue.
But people do.
I just eat their butts. Right? Like the meat right in the butt cheek.
You eat, like, the side.
I
I mean, come on.
The answer is no, Carla Marie.
I would do it. So if anyone gets it, well, I have to know you. I'm not eating a foot I don't know.
Also, it's the foot. There isn't a worse body part you could ask me to eat.
Sure there is.
Yeah, I guess. But still, I'm not
I
eating
had to
feet.
get my ween amputated. You want to come over for some hot dog?
You have a ween?
No, I said if someone.
All
I
right.
would do it. I'm telling you right now.
We're gonna move on. Let's see. We are going to move on.
Megan, thank you. Megan's with me. She said she heard it tastes like bacon. I have to pee.
From who? Who told you it tastes like bacon? What sick person in your life was like, oh, yeah, human meat tastes like bacon? I know from experience.
The best part is with there's like
The Donner family?
photos of their experience like at the table, and everyone's faces are blurred out. And I'm like, yeah, because you want no one to know you ate your friend's foot taco.
I know you're not supposed to like hold things that people do in their personal life against them in the workplace. If I found out anyone I worked with ate a foot taco, I would do my absolute best to get them fired. I do not trust that person around me at all.
What about placenta soup?
Still, that's weird. That's real weird.
My mom just screamed from downstairs. She just screamed from downstairs. And she's yelling, ew, ew.
You see that?
Someone you know ate placenta soup.
Yes, it was this. Ooh.
Wait, come here. He ate it for lunch at work?
No,
Oh.
he said every time his wife had a baby, they made placenta soup. And we looked at, he was a weird person.
Did
Yeah,
he have
that's-
great skin?
Ew.
Did he have good skin?
Like a real metagon, like real white.
Yeah. Was it clear and
Yeah,
fresh?
clear.
Yeah, placenta will do that to you.
Ew.
Oh, will it? Well, I'll never know.
Yeah.
I'll give you some of mine. I'll have a baby just to have placenta soup and a foot taco.
You're going to eat your baby's foot, you psychopath?
You need help. You better get out of freaking Seattle and come back to New Jersey.
Yeah, Seattle's ruined Carla Marie.
Yeah.
She's now a cannibal.
My whole family thinks I'm some hippie.
Most people think you just moved to Seattle, live in a tent under a bridge somewhere. Carla Marie decides to start eating baby feet and placenta.
Okay, I'm not gonna eat a baby.
You just said you'd have a baby so you could eat foot and placenta. Who
I
else's
think
foot
my
are you
brother
eating?
peeled my brother sunburned once and peeled it and ate it because he wanted to see what it would taste like.
Like Gold Member and Austin Powers?
I would eat my own like foot skin. But if I was like peeling, I might try it next time.
You're gross. The last thing we're going to talk about that is somewhat gross, but in a much more pleasant experience, in a much more pleasant way. The foot peel that Carla Marie and I did, which is called baby feet or
I'm gonna
baby
let
foot.
You tell it. I'm gonna let you tell it.
Man, I think you're hitting the power source to the microphone because
Okay.
you don't know how to sit still.
I've been awake for so many hours that I've been really like awake and drinking water, and I gotta pee so bad. I
Okay.
had a gummy and a half this morning by
All right, move.
accident.
Go. Get out of here. We need a break from Carla Marie. But the baby foot peel thing that we did, I highly suggest it. It's awesome. Your feet are going to look kind of gross for like 10 days because it's just getting all of that dead skin off. Grab a little foot brush thing. That helps a little bit after the first couple days. You're not supposed to do it for the first week. But it is fantastic. If you're going on a vacation where you're going to have your feet out all the time, I highly suggest doing that at least 3 weeks in advance. It's phenomenal. But yeah, Carla Marie is on a different level today. Cannibal Marie. Let's see. What else do we have in the chat? Let's see. A friend of mine just did the peel. Did you have a hard time not peeling it? I didn't. I think Carla Marie said she peeled like way before you're supposed to.
Daddy has it. I don't.
The kind of gross thing
Oh,
is, hold on, I don't need to hear them. Oh, there we go. Now she's back. So the kind of gross thing is, I won't get into detail, but if you pay attention to what I'm saying, you'll understand what I'm really saying. After you do the foot peel, especially in the first week and a half, when you put your socks in the laundry, flip them inside out. That's it.
And dump it in the garbage. I did warn Sam. I said, Sam, we have to change my sheets now that you're here because there's definitely foot skin at the bottom of my bed. She was like, what?
Yeah, there ends up being a lot of foot skin. But I will tell you this, my feet have never been softer
you.
and smoother. It's
Wait,
phenomenal.
hold on. I'll give you a referral link, everybody. Wait.
And I'm
anyway,
going to use, actually, I got a foot mask, like, lotion thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a peel, it's a foot, like a moisturizer mask that you put, like, these little plastic socks on. I'm going to use that tonight. I'm very excited.
Your feet are stagecoach ready.
Well, they're just going to be destroyed after Stagecoach. After standing and walking all those miles,
I know. I've
gonna be
been
rough.
really, really panicked over the shoe situation. I decided I'm not gonna go for style. I'm gonna go for comfort this time.
okay?
I decided I'm gonna just be comfortable this time. I'll be a little stylish on the top, but I'm not gonna be like crop top, bikini squares. Not doing that, man. I'm old.
Bikini
I just wanna have
squares?
fun. Triangles.
I'm
Anyway,
sure
I
someone's
just
wearing
went to
bikini
go-
squares.
I ran into the bathroom. I was in there. peeing. And I just busted open the door. I'm like, I gotta go, hurry up.
Who was in there?
My mom was sitting on
Oh.
the toilet peeing. It was great.
You walked into your mom sitting on the toilet?
Well, she didn't have the door locked.
It's her home. Leave her alone. Let's see. Someone just. Oh, Martha said, "Did you get your overalls tones?" I have not gotten the overalls.
You opted out.
I am currently 50-50. I'm gonna go to Goodwill, and if they've got some overalls for like $5, I'll pick them up. I decided I wasn't going to buy new products,
I love it.
new clothing for Stagecoach. I had big plans, but then I thought to myself, why am I going to spend the money
Mm-hmm.
and purchase
Never
something
wear
I'm
again.
literally going to wear for a day?
Yeah. I'm
And just
renting
create more
a
waste.
fringe leather jacket. I'm renting from.
Ooh, a leather jacket
What did I
in
get?
the
New.
summer heat, the spring heat
It's
of Palm
literally.
Springs.
It was literally 35 degrees last night.
At Coachella?
Yeah, it dropped. I've been talking to Katie. Everyone's been putting on clothes. It's been dropping below 50s, 40s every night, and it's 100 during the day when we get there. So
Yeah, that
like
makes sense.
layers, sir.
I actually was talking to Katie yesterday briefly on Instagram because I don't know if you saw my post, Carla Marie. I opened up my news feed yesterday evening, and bam, Katie, front and center, because I guess she was hanging out with someone from Love is Blind or
Yep,
something. I had no idea who those other people were in the picture.
they're from Love Is Blind.
Yeah, I saw that part, and I was like, for a very brief moment, I was like, let me dive into why this is important, and I stopped. I said, you don't need to do that right now. Nothing matters,
Yeah,
especially that.
I know. Last time we went, though, back to outfits, but Katie and I messaged her this morning because I did have questions about the temps at night because I
And-
did see she put a long sleeve under her dress.
By the way, the Katie we're talking about is our friend Katie, who we met here in Washington. She was then on The Bachelor and then had her own season of The Bachelorette. Obviously, at an event like Coachella, all of the blogs are picking up the things that she does, the things that she wears, the people that she's with,
Do you
all that
think
stuff.
Stagecoach, there's like not that many like cool people that go to Stagecoach because they have less than 200,000 followers on Instagram while Coachella has 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about DMing them and be like, hey, me and my really cool friends are coming. Can we do cool stuff at Stagecoach?
I mean, shoot your
It's
shot.
like the forgotten child. Like the ground is already going to have pee and vomit all over it by the time we get there.
Shoot your shot.
Do you think someone will do a blog about us being there?
No, I don't.
I'm going to do a blog about us being there.
Okay, then yes, someone will.
But anyway, I remember last time we went, I wore a long flowy dress because we only went at night, and that kept my legs warm for the most part, but I did have to put my jacket on. But you're also around so many people that it's not like you're standing in the desert alone, right? It's not like when you get stranded in the desert and you freeze. It's not that
Yeah.
much.
Remember that
But
time you got stranded in the desert and froze?
Isn't that a song?
No.
Oh.
Desert Rose is a song by Sting.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, we'll talk about Stagecoach as it gets closer. Anyway.
Are you?
Moving on.
You're drunk, aren't you? How much limoncello were you drinking before the show started? I know it's like noon there now.
It says 27% alcohol. In how much, though?
What did you just say?
27% alcohol.
But then you followed it with but how much?
But how in a shot?
That solution, that mixture that you're drinking is spread evenly, and 27% of the thing that goes in your mouth and you swallow is alcohol.
Okay. Anyway, other things on the list.
Okay. I do want to talk about this. So we did talk about parenting your parents because Carla Marie was helping out her parents with their phone plan. And I will say, luckily my parents are not there yet. My mom is pretty good at handling all of those things. If my dad was on his own, there'd be a lot of parenting your parents because my dad doesn't do the paperwork, the phone calls, the things like that. My
But I
mom is
can't
very good
see-
at it.
I can't see you helping your parents with something like that because you also don't really like help yourself when it comes to that stuff.
No, I can do it though. I just choose
You
not to.
just choose not to.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
which brother is going to do that?
Probably Michael. I mean, they're both very helpful children. Way more helpful than I am because I'm halfway across the country or fully across the country. Anxiety bonus for your travel. So this is something that I discovered yesterday, and Carla Marie actually witnessed me doing all of this. So I am traveling to Detroit, Michigan this coming weekend. I'm going to be there for 1 full day, 3 total days, much
How
like
many
Jesus'
Jesus days?
resurrection. So I get in Friday. I leave Sunday. We're doing it because my uncle is a priest, a Syrian Orthodox priest in Southfield, Michigan, right outside Detroit. So we wanted to go spend Easter, our Orthodox Easter, with him and the family. My cousins are going to be there as well. It's going to be fantastic. So I waited for a while because the prices of tickets were very expensive. Even when I looked a month and a half ago, minimum, it was like $550 round trip. It's like, damn, that was for crappy flights.
Mm-hmm.
And I waited. It's like, let me see if they dip a little bit. They did not. In fact, they just kept going up. It went to $600. And yesterday, when I was ready to book, it was going to be $698 for a crappy flight. Like for a Spirit Airlines flight on the way there with a stop in Vegas, right? So I'd have to fly south to Vegas, then fly over to Detroit. And then I'd have to leave at like 3 o'clock on Sunday, Easter Sunday, to come back. But I was about to book it on Google, and Priceline came up, and for some reason, I think I actually mistakenly clicked on Priceline, and I was like, let me just type it in and see if they give me anything different. And there's like this weird, like mystery fare that you can book on Priceline. It tells you the approximate times that you would take off, and the approximate times you'd come back. And it also tells you the 4 major airlines that they would book through. So it was Delta, United, American, and Alaska were the only options.
Then it also gave you like a range of how much it could cost, right?
Well, no, it said it would be $480.
So that was it. No matter what flight you got, it was going to be that cost.
Yeah, but I couldn't choose. All I knew was that it would take off in the morning on my departure flight.
Mm-hmm.
And my flight coming back, my return flight, would have been taking off in the evening hours, so basically after 3 o'clock.
So the gamble is you either go pay $690 and you book your flights, your seats,
Exact
everything,
flight,
whatever, or you give us $490 and we'll put you wherever we want.
Yeah.
In a time frame that you give us.
With whatever airlines, and it could have been, it's anywhere from 0 to 1 stops for a layover.
Still not bad. It's not like
Not bad.
it's 2.
I mean, on the way there, I was going to have to get a stop. I was going to have a layover anyway with
Okay,
Spirit.
so what was the outcome? Because I don't even remember.
The outcome? Phenomenal. It's like the best flight I could have booked. And I looked at that flight. It was a direct flight there in Alaska, direct flight back on Alaska. The exact times that worked out for my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And that flight, if I booked without that weird saver fare, without all the anxiety of not knowing what's going on, would have been like $900. So I'm so confused.
What does Priceline get?
I don't know.
What? You think just giving you anxiety?
I think it's just an anxiety bonus. It's like they want to torture you for a little bit,
Here's what I think.
and then they give you a discount.
I know what it is.
What?
I just figured it out. Priceline dangles that carrot in front of you just to get you to book through them. And then they go back to the airlines and be able to say, look how many people booked your airline through our program. Even if they take a hit a little bit, they then can get in with the airlines to do better deals or whatever. That's 100% what they do. Boom.
I don't know.
Hire me for your marketing.
Let's see.
No, Martha, well, here's the thing. You said you can't do it with kids, too much unknown. It's not like he gets to the airport and finds out. He booked it and found out immediately.
Right within it processed for like, I don't know, 35 seconds. But I will say the whole process is, especially if you're a control freak, it will give you anxiety. Because the whole time, like, well, what? I don't know if I can cancel. And what if now I get even worse flights and I have even less time with my family in Detroit? But in this very specific situation that I went through yesterday, it all worked out.
All right, well, let's get
Perfectly.
Priceline on the horn have them be a sponsor.
Like, I'm gonna start checking.
Anthony Travel Roulette.
Let's see. Tish said, was it refundable? Probably not. And with most flights, like if I had booked through Alaska or Spirit or whatever, most flights, I think all of the airlines actually, there's a 24-hour grace period where within 24 hours you can cancel your flight, no questions asked. I think had I not liked this flight, I would have been locked in totally.
I wonder though, because I don't know.
And it was the first time in my life where I was like, maybe I should get the little travel insurance, and I didn't, and I still saved $30.
Yeah, don't do that.
But yeah, I mean, I saved $209 on my flight by using that Priceline feature.
Where are you going? For what?
What's happening?
Wait, what's this?
She's going to Dollar General. Show your shirt.
Oh, look at that.
You see it?
Mm-hmm. How long? I need the car.
Great. You look great.
You look great.
I need the car.
I know. I'm coming right back.
Okay.
See you later.
Child abuse.
Yeah, it was a very, very big win for me. I mean, I was getting to the point where I was like, do I have to cancel on my family? Because I don't know if I can spend $698, $700
No.
on a flight.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
a lot of money, especially
I
for
know.
a 4-hour flight to Detroit of all places. I wasn't going to Cancun. I wasn't going to a tropical paradise.
I think, what did this cost me? Close to $3, if not more, but I had a credit from Christmas time when we moved things around. So I used that for this. And then for Stagecoach, I used my Alaska points. Other than that, like if I had to pay real cash to travel right now, I would not be traveling.
Yeah, flights are insane. So if you are trying to book a flight, give the Priceline. If you have some flexibility with the time of your departure and your arrival, then check out Priceline. $200 is saving a lot of money.
Yeah.
Let's see. Carrie just said definitely go to check it out for a trip to a trip back east this summer. Yeah, the cost of flights right now is bananas, and it's a double whammy of the airlines trying to make up for the money that they lost in 2020 and 2021, and the oil companies making up for their lost revenue in those same years. So it just builds.
Okay, I'm going to address this so I'm not responding to everyone. There's a few people saying that we need 3 and 4X size merch.
Okay.
We can do a few pieces like that. The problem is if we print on like 100 of them and people aren't ordering, then we have to just keep them in stock or whatever. But the warehouse guy said he can do specific if we kind of like guarantee that like this many people will buy. So reach out to me on Instagram. We're also going to do a new merch launch, so maybe we wait until then so that you can put in your order for new stuff at the same time, because we did have a call on Friday and there's going to be some cool stuff.
Well, and on top of that, so there's two parts of it. The full-time store that we have right now, right? YouLookGreat.co, all the things you get there, we have to buy all that ahead of time and pay for that inventory. When we do our new merch launch soon, that stuff is all print on demand. So most of it is print on demand. The clothing parts of it, for the most part. Those things that come in sizes, right? The not the one size fits all stuff. That's all print on demand. So we can offer 3X. There might have to be a charge for 4X because the printing is different. But if you do need those sizes, just hold off until we have our limited edition merch store. And you'll most likely be able to get the sizes you need because we don't have to keep that in stock. We do the 2 or 2.5 week run, and then everything's printed and sent out, and we're done with it.
And then Lisa said, I ordered my new stuff on Thursday morning, and it was delivered to my door Friday morning. Can't ask for better.
Wow.
I wish we had a review platform.
I'm sure there is. There's got to be.
Go put it on the podcast. I love their merch. God, you're so...
Let's see. I'd pay.
I'd pay it.
What is it? Are you reading that same?
Yes, we're good.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Dana on Long Island said I ordered a zip up this morning and already got the notice it was shipped. Maybe they're sick of holding our stock and they're like, just get it out. Get it out the door right now.
I would like to hire maybe just like a marketing consultant for for like a week that can help us with like product posts, right? Like instead of us just posting photos of ourselves, like we need a plan. Like summer's here. This is the tank you need to go to your summer pool party. Or like, what is the blue? Turquoise. You need turquoise.
What?
For summer fun.
Okay, why don't we just talk to the Roosevelts? I feel like they've marketed their stuff pretty well.
Oh, my mom just texted me and said, do you want a bagel?
Well, answer the question.
I mean, I want a bagel, but I am like I had to already put one pair of pants back in my suitcase because they don't fit anymore. And I got here on Wednesday.
Don't you buy baggy pants now?
Not on the waist. And it's truly, I feel like a balloon after being here. Nothing fits. I'm like walking around like is what I feel like Veruca Salt. I can't. He need a bagel.
Well, did you do Orange Theory this morning?
I did.
Okay, so have the bagel.
No, that's not. You don't. No, that's not how that works.
You earned it.
Eat your calories. No.
Well, you're not supposed to drink your calories. You're supposed to eat them.
Listen, I'm between. I have 2 more days here, and when I get back to Seattle, I'm gonna do like water and ice diet up to Stagecoach. I'm kidding. I'm not actually gonna do that.
Oh my God! Can I tell you a conversation that I had again? LA Fitness in Ballard, and it was a great cap to what some people would consider a douchey weekend because I went to the club 2 nights in a row, which I forgot. And I was talking to our friend Marie from Radio Fam.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I forgot how much I like going to lounges and clubs, especially and I will preface or qualify that statement. It's especially fun when you're just hanging out in the DJ booth and you don't have to like deal with
do anything,
bumping shoulders and things. But DJ Marco was in town. DJ Marco Penta, who had been on Twitch for a while. He connected with DJ Vega and DJ Rockrite, all of whom, and DJ Faze actually, were on our Twitch stream at some point when we first launched like our full show. And he did a phenomenal job. I went to Voo Lounge for the first time, which is in Belltown.
I thought it was View.
I thought it was View too. It's just Voo. VUE.
That's so bouge.
It's in Belltown. It's on 2nd Ave. And great location. The space is really cool. Huge bar. And they have this like elevated platform, like almost like a balcony for the DJ. So I got to take the little spiral staircase up there and hang out up there for a while. And Marco crushed it. Vega crushed it. The next night I went to Bellevue and I hung out at Forum Social House for a while. I will say Friday, I did some drinking.
You were drunk?
I did some drinking. I pre-gamed by myself. I was listening to some dance hall and reggaeton music before I left.
Damn, I might have to go watch the cameras back.
All of the leftover shots that we had from Seattle Cocktail Club, I just took all of them before I left.
Did you mix them?
The peach one, I didn't have to mix. And then
I mean like in the shaker.
Yeah, I mixed them in the shaker. And we still had leftover carrot/tequila, but I didn't know how long carrot juice like stays for. Mm-hmm. So I just drank the tequila. So I had a good like 4 shots before I left the house. Then I got there, had some free drinks, had some paid drinks, whatever. Saturday, however, because I was driving, I did no such thing. I had 1 White Claw throughout the whole night. Mm-hmm. That was all right. But
you missed the club.
I did miss the club, and I'm happy that I got to go back and hang out. But then Sunday, so after 2 nights in the club, I was talking to a guy at the gym, and it was a great compliment. And this guy at the gym is very, very fit. He's like very muscular, good-looking guy. And he said something along the lines of like, oh, you should come out with me and my friend so-and-so. He's like, I like going out with him because he's a really good-looking guy, and he's like pretty built, so it's pretty easy to get girls when you have more built, good-looking guys around you. And he's like, and I know you have a girlfriend, but you can still come and hang out. And that way, like, it's easy. It's even easier for me. And I was like, wow, he's saying that he could use me as girl bait, which is like, what a compliment.
Bait.
Yeah. What a compliment.
What does this guy look like?
What, the one that I was talking to? He's a good-looking guy.
The fisherman.
He's a good-looking dude. I'm sure he does very well when he goes out.
So he's gonna. Okay.
But there's no harm in throwing more chum in the ocean if you're trying to get some sharks, you know?
Stop it. Sharks.
Yeah, you throw chum. Isn't that what you do? You throw chum in the water. It's like just chopped up fish livers and stuff. And then the sharks come around the boat.
Who tries to catch sharks?
I don't know, people.
I don't think so.
The guys that were trying to kill Jaws.
I can't believe someone said that.
Someone actually said that to me.
I don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe it. You know what my sister said to me?
100% true.
My sister's like, it's pretty interesting that you leave Seattle and Anthony goes to the club. And I was like, you're right. But he went because our friends are there. And she was like,
I mean, I could have gone anyway. Like, I've gone to go visit FaZe when he's at Forum Social House.
I was telling her how you'll go out. And I'm like, I would just love to sit on this couch for the next few hours, have fun.
Yeah.
So there's a new chatter in here, Christopher Michael, and he said, I just happened to be on Twitch, and oh my God, Carla Marie and Anthony are in here. So it seems like, he's on Long Island.
Cool. What's up?
Christopher, I have so many questions. How do you know us? Probably Elvis Duran show, which I got to talk about.
Oh, and actually I found out DJ Marco Penta, because I was talking, we went out to dinner on Saturday, and he was like, oh, my girlfriend's actually a fan of you guys on Twitch. She's from California and somehow became an Elvis fan and then followed us as well.
Is she Christopher Michael?
No, I don't think so. I doubt it, but who knows?
Okay. So this morning, I go to Orange Theory in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I get in my car and I start driving and I'm listening to Elvis. And the first thing I hear, the second I turn the radio on, is, okay, Sam, what's one word that describes your vacation? And I'm like, oh, I was with her most of her vacation. What's she going to say? And she goes, surprise. And I'm like, all right, it's clearly going to be about me. And it was. It was about how she always tries to surprise me, ask me to be a bridesmaid. But that wasn't the biggest surprise. The biggest surprise that she explains was that I thought Anthony was going to propose to me, and he didn't, and blah, blah, blah. And they're all like, oh, did she really? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, my God. So I'm trying to call, and they're not answering.
You're calling like the regular line?
Yeah, I could have called.
Call the Greg T line.
I could have, but I was like, I don't want it to start flashing the light. Like, I don't want to, I'm not trying to be obnoxious.
Okay.
So then they did the around the room. So I didn't think they were going to go back to it. But I text Diamond. I said, bitch, I'm trying to call. Answer. And she called me immediately. She's like, we're going to get you on next break. I said, okay. So I get home. I'm sitting in the driveway waiting for them. And I'm texting Nate. And then they get me on. And Elvis says, well, first, I can say this on Twitch. Diamond comes on the phone. She's talking to me. And she goes, oh, wait, hold on. I got to go tell this person not to say cock on the air. I'll be right back. And I was like, I missed this job. And then I'm listening to caller talk about how she's a second grade teacher and one of the kids brought a ring to school on their finger, but it wasn't a finger ring. It was one of their parents, their dads.
That's amazing.
So I was like, oh, that's why she had to do that. Okay, great. So anyway, they come to me. And I'm talking to them, and they're like, so you thought Anthony was proposing? I was like, yeah. He had been doing so many things that were in regards to Sam's surprise, but then I started overthinking it. And it really was like in my head that he was doing this. And then Elvis was like, so you were sad when you saw Sam, right? And I was like, no, not at all. I was relieved because I didn't want it to happen because I didn't want to know. And he was like, oh, so have you and Anthony talked about it? I was like, talked about before like getting married or like this situation? He's like, no, this situation. And I said, yes, we did. Immediately I yelled, I thought you were gonna propose. And he was like, oh my God. They're like, what did Anthony say? I go, he said, me? Never. And they were all like, but like they didn't know that I was like, you know, you were like joking, you weren't being a dick. And they were like, oh, so there's literally people that 100% think you're an absolute douche, and that's not what I meant to do.
Nothing changes.
And then they're like, so would you have said yes? And I said, I mean, I think so. Also clearly joking. And they were like, you think? I'm like, guys, maybe my sarcasm doesn't work anymore. I don't know. But okay. And then Elvis was like, so it's early in Seattle, right? I was like, yeah, but I'm actually in New Jersey. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, till Wednesday. And he said, why aren't you coming to see us? I said, I'm allowed. He got so mad. So yeah.
So are you going to go see them?
I might go tomorrow. We'll see. It depends if like half of them aren't actually going to be in studio.
I mean,
you know,
they all showed up for Lizzo. They should show up for you.
It was on Zoom.
Oh, okay.
I asked the same thing. So yeah, but that was good.
Wait, Lizzo was on Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw the post this morning because I obviously being on the West Coast, I don't catch what happens with Elvis's show until like I get into my day later on.
So,
And
But,
I will listen to Elvis's show on the podcast, though, today. I have a lot of podcasts to listen to because we had Lauren and her co-host, BMO the Prince, who I'm sure everyone has seen on TikTok or Instagram. He's the guy that does all those like millennial versus Gen Z versus Zoomer videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to listen to their podcast, their most recent episode, and now I've got to listen to Elvis's show. Thankfully, I've been in the gym for like 2.5 hours a day, so.
Which is not normal.
It's not, but I have 2 days left in the routine that I'm doing, and then I'm going to go back to a regular like hour and a half type time limit. Because 2 hours and 2.5 hours gets, but I'm also doing cardio as well. There's a lot.
If I did like 2 Orange Theories a day,
yes,
would that be the same as to what you're doing or no? Because it's a lot of running. My hips won't do that.
I mean, time-wise, it would be similar.
I need to start working harder because I got old, I think, last month, and nothing's working anymore.
You just got old last month? Oh, is it because that was your birthday?
My metabolism's in the garbage. My energy's great. So
I can tell.
But I don't know what's going on. I can't wear jeans because they're so tight that it's actually hurting places it shouldn't be hurting. Even my leggings I had on the other day, and they were hurting the back of my knees so bad.
Okay, you want an actual suggestion, like a real life suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
When you come back, write down everything you drink, everything you eat, everything you chew on. If you are putting it in your mouth, write it down. I know that sounds weird. Okay, so even like the gummies, everything. And then go to your doctor, go to Dr. A, show her the list, go through your intolerances, your allergies, everything.
It's fine when I'm in Seattle and I eat like a normal person, though.
Oh, then what the hell are you complaining about the fact that you know that you're not eating healthy in New Jersey and you want?
No, because like what food are they gonna have for me at Stagecoach? They're gonna have chicken tenders and French fries, and that's what I'm gonna eat. They're not gonna have a quinoa salad.
You don't eat quinoa salad.
I don't know.
Literally ever. So I don't know what to tell you. Let's see we'll have to figure out something else to do, but what if you don't take a shot every morning?
I know we talked about this.
We got to figure out something else to fill the void.
I'm just going to eat vegetables when I come back.
Oh, and the podcast. So Jordy Matthews just asked, what's the podcast that compares generations? So the podcast that Lauren and BMO do is called Nonsense and Nostalgia. Now, there's also a Nostalgia and Nonsense podcast, so make sure you hit the one with the very vibrant purple logo with cartoons of Lauren and BMO.
Yeah.
And the link is in our podcast, the Morning Show podcast. You can check that out. I don't know if they compare generations as much in that podcast, but his account, so you would search BMO, B-M-O, the Prince. He does a lot of really funny, like, sketch comedy videos that compare them. So you can check that out. Let's see. You've had bagels, right, in New Jersey, Carla Marie? Have you had pizza yet?
No.
No pizza?
I'll be honest.
A pizza game?
I did a pizza game. Pizza's really hard to bite into with my braces.
Still? I thought because you got half of them out.
It's just really hard to bite into still.
Okay. Last thing on the list before we get out of here, because I know it's already 9:20. Dumpster diving. It's on the list.
No, I'm going to save it for tomorrow.
Why?
Because I got to go see my great nephew.
Oh, okay. Well, family time is important, so we are going to get out of here. Let me grab this real quick. I also saw Don in the chat earlier who said hello, so hello to Don. Missed that before. Is it on Spotify? It is on Spotify, and that's the link I believe that we have in our podcast is to their Spotify page. But I'm sure you can find it in most podcast platforms. I am very excited. Before we get out of here tomorrow, I'm going to look totally different tomorrow. Or, I'm sorry. Before we get out of here today, I'm going to look totally different tomorrow. Getting my hair cut for the first time in a month.
Totally different.
Oh, totally different. I'm thinking I'm going to get a mohawk.
Buzz it. Do a buzz. Come on.
I'm not doing a buzz.
I asked you to. Buzz it.
I asked you to. Like, I was like, just because you make a request for my hair, I'm supposed to do it?
Buzz it. Buzz it.
I'm not buzzing it.
Are you going to do the F-boy haircut?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm also going to shave. Going to buzz this.
Okay.
So it'll be a very clean cut day when you see me tomorrow. I might shower before the show.
Okay. I also have something fun that I'm doing later on today that Anthony doesn't know about. I'll tell him tomorrow maybe, or tonight. We'll see.
All right. Thank you very much for the support today. Thank you very much for getting us through Hype Train Level 5 for a 13th day in a row.
Jesus.
Which is pretty incredible. I think we've only missed 2 days this entire year.
And as we leave, we need play-out music, which would be the happy birthday song for Gabriel, who turns 19 today.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Gabriel.
Yay.
All right, Carla Marie. See you later. Everyone in the chat, thank you for hanging with us. We will see you tomorrow morning. If you have not done so yet, hit up the Morning Show podcast wherever you happen to listen to podcasts.
Yep.